Hey guys, how's it going? It's Murda here with a episode of Current Events. I wasn't sure what I was going to have to talk about today, but the folks over at the ProSiven and PlanetSide EU have given us something to talk about. So we're going to talk about it. I should not discount Rock Paper Shotgun in this because they are definitely included. So there's a few things I want to talk about today for current events, things that have happened over the past couple of days, things that are happening. Most importantly, what I wanted to get out to you guys right now is the Nanite of the Living Dead event that is going on today, right now, already happening, and I believe throughout tomorrow. If I recall correctly, it ends GMT midnight-ish on Halloween, so somewhere in the evening for us American folk, US folk, on Halloween. But anyway, it's going on already. It's happening on the Miller server, and what it is I guess I should. Does this take you through it? Should probably have this open. What it is a event that they put together where you make a Vanu medic on the Miller server. You name your character Zombie whatever you want. Zombie your name. ItZMuRdA, Zombie whatever. You join a zombie platoon that's publicly listed. You try to knife a bunch of people and just do some ridiculous shenanigans, basically. And there is also special rewards. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means station cash or 7 cash or whatever, but it does say special rewards for the person who, I guess, basically kills the most people. I'm assuming is what bytes means, as well as the person who dies the most. So that's a little exploitable, but whatever. Good fun. So if you guys want to participate in that, make a VS Miller character, zombie something or other, and go have some fun with it. To add to it, they are giving away, or at least had been giving away, I wish I had known about it sooner or wasn't at work so that I could make this video sooner, but on their Twitter, throughout the day, they just did 3 more codes an hour ago. They've done another batch of codes here, as well as here's a bunch more 3 hours. On their Facebook page, they gave out like 60 codes at a time. They've given out hundreds of these codes. And most of the ones, I finally found one that was a little bit old but unused. Most of the ones that I've found are already used. You're welcome to try them. I don't think that they will get you banned from trying codes because they are actually legitimate codes that are expired. I probably tried at least 40 of them before I found one that works. But just a word of warning, that I know that some people have been trying codes in the past and did get suspended from entering codes as a bot prevention measure. So use that at your own risk. Definitely be tuned to the PS2 EU Twitter page in case they release more, since they did say that they were done and then it was like, oh, 3 more codes. So that's totally possible, as well as on the PlanetSide to Europe Facebook page is what it's called, and you can get to it through one of these links as well. They were saying the Facebook page has a lot of fresh codes. There it is, facebook.com/PlanetSide to Europe. I will put all of these links in the description. You can use them, even though they're a Europe-centric promotion. You can use them on SOE accounts in the States or wherever you live. You can go to PlanetSide2.com and enter them. That works perfectly fine. And I guess I should have said this already, but it's not super critical that you get one of these codes because it's nothing exclusive. All it basically does is unlock the Medic Skull Helmet and the Amoeba Infantry Armor Camo for all of your characters, all of your empires. So it's still good, right? I mean, you get like a helmet and a free armor camo for all your characters, so why not, right? I mean, if you can get your hands on a code, go for it, but at the end of the day, it's not like you're missing out on something that's only exclusive to these codes. You could just spend the station cash to buy them in the depot if you wanted. So at least, I guess, for anybody who may miss out, that's what I was telling myself when I didn't think I was going to get a code, that at least I could go buy it if I wanted to. But be sure to tune into these Twitters, maybe put it on notification in case they release some more. The event's still going to be going on for about another day or so, so it's totally possible that they'll give out more codes, both here and on the PS2 EU Facebook. So that's pretty much it. It's just a fun event. You can participate if you want. Maybe I'll hop in a little bit later and check it out. You don't have to, or if you just want to try to get a code, I figured I would let you know that they are giving them away, and that's what they're all about. Moving on from that, there is also a nice little video here and on the PSU page that will give you a little bit more info, or just a fun minute-long video if you want to check it out. Again, all of the links will be down in there. moving on from that, that is the main thing I wanted to cover, since, if I made this video tomorrow or any later, it would kind of almost be over already. There is a test server update that came out yesterday. My favorite, they fixed the shift and numpad modifier issue. They fixed some other international keyboard related problems, a bunch of client crashes, even more that will be fixed before it goes live. I think they had already disabled GPU particles, but they said that they did in this note. A lot of UI fixes. So if you were having any trouble, stuttering, hitching, lagging, and so forth, definitely want to get on over to the test server. Check it out after this minor patch if you haven't, and see if anything's better. And to do just that, you've got, I think they did this last night for the first time, but Higby's back in the office now, and he said that the PlanetSide dev platoon will be doing playtests at 5 p.m. Pacific, so that's 8 p.m. Eastern. It's in about 2.5 hours from when I'm originally making this video, on public test up until the performance update goes live, which is currently scheduled for November 6th. It got moved back a week, so next Wednesday, that is a week from today. So anyway, if you want to hop on, a great time to actually be playing with and against the devs, give some feedback, shoot them if you want to shoot them, whatever. They will be on at those times. Looks like every day up until it launches. So just a heads up on that front. And like I said, November 6th is the new tentative date. Ryan Elam made a post that I'm not going to go over, just talking about some of the challenges. Over 9,000 people logged into the test server. Pun is totally intended, but yeah, since phase 1 without even a lot of advertising, so that's pretty cool. He talks about some of the issues that they're still working on and that people are still experiencing, if you want to give this a read. But the most important thing that most people will want out of this is to know that it's going to be on test for another week, which I think is fair at this point. It was in a kind of an unstable state for a handful of people, and you want it to release and be as stable as possible when it does. Speaking of Ryan Elam, he also did a live Q&A the other night, thanks to Arctorn for even letting me know that it was happening. Over at the MMORPG forums, you can't really, I suppose you could post in the thread still if you wanted to, but he's not going to be answering any other questions, I don't think, in the thread. But he did one over there where it was just like you could post your question, and he answered every question that was asked within like 2 hours of this thread popping up. So there's some decent info on here. It's mostly optimization related. But if anybody wanted to have a look through, I definitely will include this link as well. I asked him my biggest optimization question about server performance, and he couldn't give me a perfect answer. Obviously they're always working on server performance, but he doesn't think OMFG is going to specifically fix the medkit bug, so to speak, but all of the efforts that they make will of course help alleviate that sort of problem. But they don't have like an on-off switch for the medkit bug that is incorporated with OMFG. But nonetheless, they know about it, and they're always working to improve it. If you remember, just a couple game updates ago, they had a pretty significant improvement, and it started happening less and things like that, depending on how many people were in the area. So anyway, if you're interested, there's about a page and a half worth of intelligent conversation between Ryan, myself, and other members of the community asking about optimization-related questions. So I will include that as well. And I think that's about it. If you didn't see the VentureBeat interview with ItZMuRdA, I guess I probably could have linked that. Is that where this goes? Is this how the internet works? Yeah, so if you didn't see this or the post about it anywhere, Smedley basically said in an interview with VentureBeat that they cut a check for $8,000 to a 16-year-old who might very well be watching this video. Hello, if you are, for Player Studio. So that's pretty cool. If I had to guess, I would say it's the Black Flames person, but I have no idea, honestly, because I just know that that was an expensive camo early on that sold like hotcakes. But we know at this point that my cell phone is making crazy noises in my ear. I don't know if you're hearing that, but we know at this point that it's not Arctorn, as much as we love Arctorn. Hopefully he has done well as well. He does some really great work, so check out his helmets if you haven't already. But that's pretty cool to see that just one check already has been that much for especially a kid who's still in school and working up to probably creating some really awesome stuff one day. So that's another potential source of income on the side for any of you guys who are talented artists and things like that, if you haven't already considered it. But I just wanted to give a shout out there. Nicely done. Enjoy your money and keep making cool stuff for PlanetSide. So and also thanks to SOE for being cool like that and giving back to the community in various ways, including now monetarily. So cool stuff. Go hop on Vanu Miller if you want to be a zombie, and be glued to the PS2 EU Twitter and Facebook if you want some free skull helmets and amiibo camos. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'll be back on streaming this evening, as with every night, over at ItZMuRdA.com or twitch.tv/ItZMuRdA_TV. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope to see you there. Thanks for all the support.